Rahmatullah. Yes, yes. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Sripadavallabha Narasimha Saraswati Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha. No, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha. One second. This is something. Wait. You guys see the screen? Okay, repeat after me. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Sri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Sri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati Sri Guru Dattatreya Namaha. Dattatreya Namaha. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Mrutyo Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Do you guys remember the meaning of it? Asat meaning something that is not existent, and Sadgamaya. Let me take you to let me guide me towards the one that is existing. So what is not existing? Can anybody think and tell me?
Technically nothing because it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? I can't hear anybody. Nobody is talking. Okay, Asat means this entire creation, okay, which we think is there. Okay, that is not there. That is actually, is it there?
No, it's the reflection.
Ah, very good. You remember Akshara. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, it is just the reflection. It is just the reflection of the Paramatma itself that we are seeing in various forms. It could be in the form of trees, mountains, us, any kind of being, all those things. But what we are doing, we are thinking that we are this body. Anyway, okay, and we are asking him to take it towards the Sat. Sat means that is existing. Sat. Sat. So Sat Chidanandam, that Sat means what is existing. So towards that, let me take me kind of, or my path should be towards something that is non-existing, from that towards the existing thing. And tamasoma, tamas means, what did I tell you yesterday? Yesterday I said, what does tamas mean? Darkness, right? In this context, I said that it is darkness. Okay, and lead me towards the light. Not tamasoma. Ma means, I told you two meanings yesterday. What does ma mean?
I remember one being Lakshmi Devi.
Excellent. One is Lakshmi Devi. Second one is, just now I told you, darkness. Okay, one is darkness, and one is the state of not doing anything. That kind of state. Okay, like that. So one is tamas means there are a lot of meanings. In this context, we will take the meaning of darkness or ignorance. Okay, jyotir meaning light. Okay, jyoti meaning deepam. So the darkness will vanish once the light is there, right? So I don't want the darkness. Ma, no, don't want it. Here ma actually means don't want it. Jyotir gamaya. So take me towards the light. Lead me towards the light. Why am I telling the meaning again? Because whenever you are saying this verse, the meaning has to be in your heart. Okay, then it will make more sense. And then if the meaning is making more sense to you, that means that you are actually taking that path. You are actually following that thing. And that will happen to you immediately. That is the reason why. Okay? Mrityorma. Anybody remembers what is mrityu? I told yesterday, right? What is mrityu?
Death.
Excellent. Death. Amrutam, meaning not death. Mrutam, meaning death. Amrutam, meaning you are giving opposite meaning. So Amrutam meaning not death. So I do not want death. Death meaning what? Being born again and being dead again. Born again, dead again. Born again.
Oh,
Yes, Kanna? What is it, Nana?
it's been like being in the cycle of death and birth.
Birth and death. Yes, that in that thing. So we do not want that, but we want Amrita. That means something where there is no death. That means something where you are not being born also. Anybody is not being born. So that kind of, that means mukti kind of state. So take me to that path. And Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We told that Shanti 3 times is for Adi Adhyatmika, Adi
Yes,
Daivika, Adi Bhautika.
Yes, we all.
Okay. So have that meaning in your heart, and that is how we do it. And okay, now remember, okay, whoever is sitting, you are today Kirtana and Rakshit came, right? You have to face towards east or north. Keep that in. Okay, you have to either face east or north and sit. And please be in Padmasana. Beginning, we are going to do the meditation. Okay, don't forget, for 7 minutes we are going to do the meditation. Okay, be in the lotus pose, Padmasana. Lotus pose meaning Padmasana. Everybody knows lotus pose, right? And yeah. First, let me put the 7 minute. First, one more time, I'm going to give you what are the instructions. You are going to face towards the east or north. Okay, and then you put the chin mudra. The chin mudra is the mudra that increases concentration, reduces stress in your life. There are several things that are very, very good with this, and your back has to be straight, neck has to be straight, and your vision has to be where? Ajna chakra, in between your eyebrows. You don't have to open your eyes, okay? And the breath, when you are taking in, what should happen? The tummy should go out. When breath you are taking, you are inhaling. When the breath you are taking in the breath, the tummy should go out. And when you are letting the breath go, when you are exhaling, like that, the tummy should go in. Got it? Okay, those are the minimum things. And what should you think in your thinking part of the brain should do what? Yes, Karan. I am not this body. I am not even this mind. Okay, I am not this body. I am not even this mind. That is what we have to think. And you have to listen to the mantra. Try to listen to the mantra when I say it. Okay, whenever I say it. And in the beginning, we are going to do the Sarva Gayatri. Remember, Sarva Gayatri mantra is Sarva Chaitanya Rupam Tam Adyam Vidyam Cha Dhimahi Buddhim Yana Prachodayat. So when we are doing that, we are going to match our breath to any part. You just Sarva Chaitanya Rupam Tam Adyam Vidyam Cha Dhimahi Buddhim Yana Prachodayat. Like that. Okay? You are going to match it. Okay? We will do 3 times Sarva Gayatri. And after that, we will go to any other mantra. You will just listen to it. So don't worry. I'm on the timer. Let me. Vithala, sit straight. Back straight. Back. Very, very straight, please. Back straight and your vision on the Ajna Chakra. Ajna Chakra meaning in between eyebrows. And think that you are not this body and you are not this brain. I will keep on telling. I will do that as long as you understand. Okay, 1, 2, please, Padmasana, lotus, Padmasana. 1, 2, 3, start. Sarva Chaitanya Rupam Tam Adyam Vidyam Cha Dhimahi Buddhim Yana Prachodayat. Sarva Chaitanya Rupam Tam Adyam Vidyam Cha Dhimahi Buddhim Yana Prachodayat. Sarva Chaitanya Rupam Tam Adyam Vidyam Cha Dhimahi Buddhim Yana Prachodayat. Have your vision on the Ajna Chakra. Take deep breath inside. As you are taking breath in, your tummy should go out. And as you are exhaling, your tummy should go in. Om. Om Namaha. Namaha. Om Namaha. Om Shanti Namaha. Om Shanti Namaha. Om. Try to feel the pulse at the edges of your fingers where you are joining the fingers. Om Shanti. Om Shivaya Namaha. Om. 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 Your vision on the Ajna Chakra. Om Dram Shanti. Om. Mm. 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 Yeah. No. Let us come back. Slowly come back. Okay, I'm really proud of you guys. Really proud of you. Except Vithal. Hmm? Vithal did not sit much today. Okay. I'm going to give him his punishment later. Now we are going to do the Adi Mudra. Okay. Keep your hands like this, and now this thing like this. Okay. And now close it slowly. And now lock it. Okay. And put it in front of your Manipura chakra. That means near your navel. You're supposed to sit in lotus pose or like this. Okay. Half lotus. Okay. You don't have to hurt your fingers or anything. Be very cool, not too stiff. Okay. But at the same time, not too loose. Okay. Have control over it. And as you are breathing in, now we are going to do 10 breaths. Okay. 10 inhale, 10, I mean, one complete cycle, 10 complete cycles of breaths. But the breath has to be really slow. Okay. Slow. Don't worry. It has to be, you lock it and then you turn it like this. Okay. Now, Prakashni, you are going like this, ma. Okay. Don't try to do this. Itla bit. Near your Manipura, near your navel, wherever your nabi, okay, is there near that? Ah, okay. These things will help you guys, really, really help you if you do it regularly. Okay, we are going to do it regularly only. Like this. Yeah, this has to be flat, sort of. No, itla వచ్చింది కొంచెం flat. Now, today we are going to do a different, one more this thing I'm going to teach you. Okay, have your hands like this out. Okay, hands like this, and then put left hand down, right hand up. Okay, and slide it this way. Left hand down, Vithal. Down, right hand up, and then slide it this way and lock it. Lock it like this. Okay, can you see me? Just lock it like this. Okay, and now stay like that. Okay, now keep it near your Anahata Chakra. Anahata Chakra is where your heart is. Okay, keep it in front of your heart. You don't have to touch it. In front of your heart, like this. Okay, and you go. Now I'm going to say something. You just listen to it, but you try to feel the pulse near your edges of the figures. At least try to feel. Okay, if you don't feel, that's fine, but try to feel. Look at my hands. No, nothing should touch. No, do not put it on this. Do not put it on that. Do not put it on anything. Keep it like this. Okay. Shri Amruteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. Shri Amruteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. Shri Amruteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. Put it near your heart, Vittal. It has to be like this. And put it near your heart. A little bit more up. A little more up. More up. Shri Amruteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. Look, my hands are like this. Your hands should be like this. Like this. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Shri Amruteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. 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 Akshit, do it, Karna. Chinna Akshit, do it. Why are you not doing it?
Why here?
Chinna Akshit, do it. Can't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still like that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It did not go. It didn't. It's not done yet. Still like that. Sorry, Kanna. Shri Amruteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. 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 It is really important that you put it near your Anahata Chakra, near your in front of it, kind of. Vital, it's really important. I'm actually telling you, no, right hand like this, and then like this. This has to be here in front. Okay. Namaskar. Very good. Today's meditation session is done. Now you guys can sit anywhere you want. Okay. But at least try to. No. Do not open the laptops. Do not do anything else. Yeah.
I'm going in.
Okay. Okay. No. You are not going anywhere. You are going to sit down and you are going to listen. Come here. Okay. Now can you see the screen, guys? Now Lalita entered the room. Lalita did not come for the meditation today. I am not very happy. People have to come. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Repeat, please.
Namaha.
Satyai Namaha.
Shri Saraswati Namaha.
Padavallabha. Narasimha Saraswati.
Narasimha
Saraswati.
Sri Guru Dattatreya Namaha.
Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha.
Asato Ma.
Asatoma
Satgamaya.
Sadgamaya
Tamaso Ma.
Tamasoma
Jyotirgamaya.
Jyotirgamaya
Mrityorma.
Mrityorma
Tamgamaya.
Amritangamaya
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti.
Now you are all familiar with the meaning now, so let us go together. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव. Okay, who doesn't know this one? Those people repeat after me. Tvameva
त्वमेव
Mata cha
माता च
Mata cha.
माता च
Hey, Telugu చూడు నాన్న. పితా త్వమేవ
पिता त्वमेव
త్వమేవ
त्वमेव
బంధుశ్చ
बन्धश्च
బంధుశ్చ
बन्धुश्च
ధూ నాన్న బంధుశ్చ
बन्धुश्च
సఖా
सखा
త్వమేవ
त्वमेव
త్వమేవ విద్యా
त्वमेव विद्या
ద్రవిణం
द्रविणं
त्वमेव
त्वमेव
त्वमेव सर्वं
त्वमेव सर्वं
मम देवदेव.
मम देवदेव.
You guys can see the meaning here, right? I have seen some people in the temple when they are singing, even this Guru Shloka also, they are not singing it correctly. Okay. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnuhu. It has to be like that. Vishnuhu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. People say many people say Parabrahma. No, Param Brahma.
परं
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. You have to
तस्मै
and when you are saying Shri, many people when they say Shri, they are saying Shri, thinking that that is correct. That is not right. Shri is not right. Shri. Shri is right. Okay. All kids, please make note of that. We adults know that. Okay, but kids have to make note of that because lot of different kind of people they tell and they say Sri as Shri and Sri Rama. No, it's actually Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, like that. Okay, we have to say it like Sri. Then only it will give out the right meaning. Why do you think that alphabet is there? That alphabet entirely came from how it came and all I will tell you later. Okay, but it all came from a purpose. If you are there is a S is sorry, sa is a different sound, sa is a different sound, sh is a different sound. Okay, so when you are saying this, it is sa. So it is Sri Gurave Namaha, like that. And then Akshara and Rana, whoever doesn't know this one, I think Rana, do you know Guru Brahma? You don't know Guru Brahma. Okay, let us do that one. This one you learn this. Okay. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam deva deva. All other kids, they have been learning for 5 years, so I don't have to tell them. Okay, today we are going to learn a new shlokam that is for the Adi Shankaracharya Bhagavad Pada. Okay, say Adi Shankaracharya
आदिशङ्कराचार्य
Bhagavad Pada. Bhagavad.
पाद.
Okay. Now, please repeat after me. Repeat 2 times. Remember how we do the Telugu Padyam like that. Shruti, Shruti, Shruti,
श्रुति
Smriti,
स्मृति
Smriti,
स्मृति
Purananam.
पुराणानाम्.
Okay, do you see here? When you look at this, you can see the ana and na. Both are there. Okay. Why do you think this comes means whenever there is a ra in front of this na sound, it becomes like ana. Okay, there is a rule. There is a Telugu rule like that. Say, Shruti Smriti Purananam.
श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्.
Shruti-smriti-purananam
Shruti-smriti-puranam
Alayam
Alayam
Karunalayam
Karunalayam
Alayam Karunalayam
Alayam Karunalayam
Shruti-smriti-purananam
Shruti-smriti-puranam
Alayam Karunalayam
Alayam Karunalayam
Namami
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 Bhagavat Padam
Bhagavat-padam
Bhagavat Padam
Bhagavat-padam
Shankaram
Shankaram
Loka Shankaram
Lokashankaram
Shankaram Loka Shankaram
Shankaram Lokashankaram
One more time. Shruti Smriti Purananam
Shruti-smriti-purananam
Alayam Karunalayam
Alayam Karunalayam
Namami Bhagavat Padam
Namami
Bhagavat
Bhagavat-padam
Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram
Shankaram
Shankaram.
Lokashankaram
Now I will say it. You all try to follow in the mute, kind of. Okay. Okay. Vitala, sit up, please. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Sankaram Loka Sankaram. Here I am going to tell you the meaning of it. Every time I want you to focus on the meaning also, because when you are telling it should give you the maximum effect. That's why. Sankaram. Shankaram. Shankaroti iti Shankaraha. Okay. That is in Sanskritam. I am telling you Sanskritam. Don't get confused. Okay. Shankaroti iti Shankaraha. That means Shem means what? All kinds of good stuff. Amazing. Very, very good and amazing stuff. Or what do you say? What is auspicious for us? What is good for us? Okay. You are not going anywhere. Sit down. Okay. One who causes all that kind of auspicious stuff for us in our life. Do you understand that? So whenever you say Shankara, it means, oh, one who is causing very good stuff to me, like that. Okay, you have to think that should come to your heart. Okay, like that. So Shankaram. So when you are saying Namah Shankaraya, Namah Shankaraya, Namah Shankaraya, Namah Shankaraya, so I am doing Namaskaram to the one who is going to cause auspiciousness to me. Like that, the meaning has to sit with you. Are you understanding? That is what you have to think of. So whenever the Shankara is actually named for Shiva, Shiva or Shankara, it's the same thing. Okay, Shivam Karoti iti Shankaram, Shubham Karoti is Shankaram. So he is like Shuddha, Shubha. Shuddha meaning pure. Okay, very, very pure, very auspicious, and very peaceful. That is called Shankara. Okay, so all these attributes are there in that. Okay, so whoever causes all good stuff to you. And Loka Shankaram. Loka Shankaram means one who causes good stuff to whom? To entire all the worlds. Loka Shankaram. To all the lokas. Okay, it is said that every Brahmanam, it has 14 lokas. Everything. The Bhumi is there. And above that, there is Brahmaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, Brahmaloka, like that. There are different 7 lokas and 7 under it. Okay, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasa Atala, Tala Atala. Okay, like that, there are uh, Patala, there are few more like that. 7, 7. There are like 14 totally. 14, Padnalugu. Okay, 14 lokas are there. 14 lokas. 1 second, please. You are distracting me. You are going to sit down here. Okay, now, yesterday we were talking about Shruti, Smriti, Puranam. If you remember, Shruti means something that can be heard. If you remember that, do you remember that thing? Vedas. What is the thing that were actually first heard first? They are Vedas. So they are Shrutis. And I also told that Smriti means what? Somebody, they are the Maharshis, they They heard the Shruti, that they heard the Vedas and the Puranas, and then they actually did the mananam of it. They tried to make some more Shastras out of it. Do you remember yesterday?
No, it's Veda.
How do they know? Because they tried to find out, oh, how did we come into existence? Like how Brahma actually thought, and he how did I come into existence? What is the reason for my existence? And he did meditation, he did tapas, right? Tapa. And then then he came across the Vedas, and then he got Veda means knowledge, what to do, what not to do. And then finally, we even talked about it has all the Brahma Jnanam also. Like that. So those are Shruti, Smriti, Purana. Purana are also, there are like 18 Puranas that Veda Vyasa compiled and gave it to us, and more than, they say 18 Upapuranas, but there are almost 56 Upapuranas also. They say that also. Okay, that is even there. Alayam, Karunalayam. And Alayam means somewhere that is staying. Where like where are all the deities in our temple? If you look at the Gudi, Alayam, Gudi, okay, that means where all the deities are all together, and there is a great power. There is a great power because that comes out of the mantras, and that is all. Alayam means it is the house or habitat, or like to that place. For the Shrutis, Smritis, Puranas, he is the Alayam. He is like the temple for them. He is all these things stay in him, sort of. Karuna Alayam. Karuna meaning kindness. The thing is, we only have in English, there is only one term called kindness. Okay. But for the same thing in Sanskritam, there are several terms. Daya, Karuna, like that. Daya means something that you show for.
Daya means mercy, right?
There's mercy. Mercy. You can say that. For the pitiful, you can say that. Yeah. You can say, yeah, mercy. And kindness is like, and mercy, this is what I'm talking. Karuna is mercy, krupa. That's the thing. If you know somebody, and if they are your family, and if they are having a problem, and if you are trying to help them, that kind of kindness is called daya. But if you don't know them, but still don't know who they are also, okay, but still you are trying to help them, that is called karuna. Okay, that is that kind of being. This thing is called karuna. Okay, the whole thing is in Sanskritam. In our happiness also, there are several terms. Anandam, Santosha, Nandati. All these kind of different kind of happiness. They have different terms because there are different kinds of happiness. For every kind of entity, the happiness also comes differently, sort of. Whereas Satchidanandam comes to the pure eternal bliss. That is the ultimate happiness, generally. But in English, there is only one or two terms. They call it bliss, but yeah, that's what it is. And Namami meaning Namaskara. Okay, Namami meaning Namaskaram. Bhagavat Padam. Bhagavat Padam meaning the one whose lotus feet are like Bhagavan itself. That is like Bhagavan. And Shankaram, Loka Shankaram. I told you the meaning of Shankaram and Loka Shankaram already. Okay. One thing, you do not disturb me by, I want light. Please put down light. Don't disturb me by doing all that stuff and sit down quietly. So one more time. Shruti Smruti Purananam. Repeat, please. Shruti Smruti Purananam. Alayam Karunalayam.
Alayam Karunalayam.
Namami Bhagavat Padam.
Pranami Bhagavat Padam.
Shankaram Loka Shankaram.
Shankaram Loka Shankaram.
So today we are going to learn about Adi Sankaracharya a little bit. Okay. It's very, very difficult to explain about him because he did so much stuff, and I'm going to take one point and explain it to you. Please remember. Okay. And the main way whenever you are worshipping Adi Shankaracharya, you can use this slokam. Okay. You can say this slokam. You can learn this and say it. Okay. Yeah. And generally his birth anniversary comes on Vaishakha Shuddha Panchami. Okay, in the Vaishakha Masa, Shuddha Panchami, there is no date because it's all disputed. He was born much, much before, like almost That's the date that is given is like 507 BC, before Common Era, or 700 to 750 BCE, or something like that. It's all disputed. So by around that time, you can say around that time. Okay, and that is where when he was born, and he was born in a place called Kaladi, which is in state Kerala in India. Okay, in Bharat, you can say. And his mother's name is Aryamba. His father's name is Shivaguru. They belong to the Nambudiri sect of the Brahmins. Okay, these Nambudiri Brahmins, they are actually from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, they are actually from Andhra Pradesh. Near Andhra, there is a place in Andhra, there is a place called Guntur. And from Guntur, there is a from 6 kilometers away, there is a place called Nambur. Okay, in that Nambur, there used to be a lot of Brahmins who are great intellectual scholars, were Vedic scholars. They were very very good at it. And in people in Kerala, there were at that time there were not many people who were very well versed with the Vedas at that time, who can chant very nicely and all. So they took some people from they asked some people from Andhra to come over there, and so they went there. These Nambudiri Brahmins, they went from this place to Kerala, and they settled there, and there they established the dharma, and there they tried to do all the things in the temple and all. So that is how their ancestors, even Shivaguru and Arya's ancestors, they were there. They were settled much before our Adi Shankaracharya is born. Uh, Guys, are you understanding what I am trying to tell you? Understanding? Come here. So, now the Shivaguru Aryamba, what happened was, now they became very old. Like they have been waiting for the kids. They got married, but the kids were not born. I mean, they did not have any kids for a long time. And so one day, their family deity is Lord Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is their family deity, and they prayed, and they said, and then sudden Nana, Rana, can you mute Kanna? Rana, mute Bangaru. Thank you. Just listen. So now what happened? Shiva, actually Lord Shiva, he came, and he said, you have to go into a certain temple, in a Shiva temple, and there you have to sleep the entire night. And so they went there and they slept there the entire night in the temple, and then they did the darshan and they came back, and finally Adi Shankara came into her tummy, Aryambast. He came into her womb, and and because of the prasada of Lord Shiva, he is born. Hence, they named him Shankara. Okay, he is the only Guru, Jagat Guru. Okay, we call him Jagat Guru. Jagat meaning the entire universe. To this, he is Guru. Because he came in such a time, yesterday I was telling you, right? He came in such a time where all the dharma, the Vedic dharma, it has been misunderstood, and it has been exploited, and it has been used in a ways that it should not be. Okay, at that time he had to come. His incarnation, he is none other than incarnation of Lord Shiva. Okay, so he came like that, and he tried to establish, and he created wonders. Okay, when he was 5 years old, okay, when he was born, immediately his father passed away. Okay, so his mother did not know what to do, and they were very old people. Obviously, they had the kid very late, right? So, and then she thought, okay, she raised him, and at around 5 years old, she did him Upanayana. Upanayana meaning a thread ceremony. Okay, around 5 years old, they did. And once you do it, then only you can go to studies. Before going to studies, they get that done for the boys. Okay, so they did the thread. She got the thread ceremony done for him, and as soon as he got the thread ceremony Upanayana done, you know, you cannot live in home, and you cannot your mother can't cook for you and all. Then what happens is, you have to go around, you have to seek alms from everybody. You have to go to each house and say, Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, or Bhavan Bhikshan Dehi. Bhavati meaning, if it is a lady, you ask Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi. And if it is a man who is giving you the food, you will ask Bhavan Bhikshan Dehi. Like that, you know. So he was going around and asking. And actually on that day, it was a Dwadashi day. And Dwadashi meaning 12th day of the moon phase. You guys know the Dwadashi? Many of you know? Okay. So many people actually in our in Sanatana Dharma tradition, Ekadashi meaning 11th day of the Shukla Paksha or Krishna Paksha, people do fasting. Okay, people used to do fasting. Fasting means they don't eat the entire day, maybe some water and all. But in Kali Yugam, you are not supposed to do Katika Upasa. Okay, nobody should do that. You should not hurt your body. In Kali Yugam, these things are different. It was during the early Kali Yuga. So they used to do it. And once after the fasting is done, on the 12th day, you have to eat something. You have to do the puja, and immediately before certain time, you have to eat something. So he went to a lady's home. This lady, she was very old, and her husband went for seeking alms. He also went. Okay, Dwadashi day, let me get some food from anybody's home. Like that, he also went. And in that time, the 6-year-old Adi Sankaracharya, small, very, very small boy came, and he was seeking Diksha. And this lady was like, oh no, Are he's so cute and he's such a, just like that. Do you see 5 year, 6-year-old kid, how cute they look with all the Upanayanam and all done with small pilaka like this. He had a small shikha. Shikha meaning a small hair block here like that. Okay, he had that and he was seeking alms and she looked everywhere. In her home, there was nothing. But there was a dry amla. Do you know gooseberry? Do you guys know gooseberry? Amla. Okay, there was a dry one like that. And she took it and she said, there is nothing, son. Please take this. This is the only one I can give you. Like that, she gave. And immediately, at the age of 6, he immediately composed. He composed. He did not compile. See that? I am telling you, he composed. Means he himself sang there and then and there itself a big stotra called Kanakadhara Stotra. Say that? Kanakadhara Stotra. Kanaka meaning gold. Dhara meaning flow. The flow of the Bangara. Flow of the gold. Stotra. Okay. He sang it for Goddess Lakshmi. Okay, he sang it for Goddess Lakshmi. And you know what he said there? In that stotra, the stotra is very big and it's very powerful. Even now also, if somebody is going through any kind of financial troubles, okay, if they don't have much of money and all, they say that every day choose a time and do only that time, during that time, do the Kanakadhara stotra, seeking, like saying that, okay, I'm doing this for riches, like that. You have to do the sankalpa. You have to have their intention that I'm doing it for riches, and you chant the Kanakadhara stotra. Okay, and for 40 days, the same time, 40 days. If one does that, they will get the riches. And they will get even sometimes job also. If one wants job also it works. Okay, like that Kanakadhara stotra. But you have to do it with Shraddha. Whatever you do, you should never pretend, oh, I did all of this. Is it really going to work? Oh, I did this much, but still it's not working. If we should not have that kind of doubt. If that kind of doubt is there, whatever the things we did, they will not give us that much return. That result will not come because you are trying to do it for a purpose, right? You have like people have some kind of desire, and for that purpose only they are doing it, right? But that is the reason. So he recited, he just said that Kanakadhara Sutra. Immediately Goddess Lakshmi appeared in front of him, and she said, Adi Shankara. She said to him, she spoke to that little boy. She said, Shankara, what happened was this lady, she did not even give a small kind of any kind of donation in her previous life, in her previous births. She never donated anything. That is why she's going through the poverty, that much poverty right now. So, what do you understand from this? If one does not donate in this life, okay, in this life or in the previous lives, we are all in this kind of high position, or we are able to eat whatever the things are coming onto your plate. We are not trying to look for money. We are not in poverty only because we donated in our previous lives. But if we do not donate now, God knows what is going to happen in the next life. We do not know. So money is there for donation. We have to understand that in this thing. This really happened, guys. Okay, this is not something I'm making it up or anything. Oh, I will show you the during when he was born. I will show even that place. I will tell you. Then listen. I will tell you. Now what happened when then Lakshmi Devi said she did not give one thing in donation, even a little bit of morsel of rice also in donation. How can I get you in? How can I give her anything? Then he said, look at me, Amma. Look, that old lady, she looked everywhere in her cupboards and she gave me this small dry gooseberry, dry amla to me. Okay. Is this not enough, Amma? She did all of this much. Come on, Amma, do this for me. That's what he said. Immediately, you know what happened? This big gold gooseberries, they fell down from sky, and that place is still there in Kerala right now. People can go and visit. Okay, we all can go and visit there. It is still there in Kerala. I will show you if you Google it, you will find it in they if you go and question they ask the people there, they say yes, in our ancestors, yes, this is the place where it rained the golden gooseberries. That's what, like that they will show you also. Now also it is there. Okay, so that is the power of the stotra, and that because Adi Shankaracharya himself composed it and he himself sung it for Goddess Lakshmi, immediately the Kataksham came. Immediately the Kataksham came. But for people like us, we have to work a little hard, and we have to have belief, blind belief that it is going to work. Then only things will work. So that is the first thing that he composed. That is the first thing he composed. And then what happened? He wanted to take up sannyasa. Sannyasa meaning monkhood. He wanted to take up sannyasa because he was never, his purpose of the birth, he knows. But his mother was like, oh, no, 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 you are the son that I have after a long time. Now your father is also not there with me. How can I let you go? No, I cannot let you go. And then he was like, no, no, ma. He at that time he had to trick his mother. So he tricked his mother. How? One day he was there in the river. He was taking bath in the river. And he pretended that a crocodile came and caught hold of his foot. 1 second, please. You just stop it and come and sit here. A crocodile came and it caught his foot. And he said, oh, Amma, my foot is caught by the crocodile. Oh, no, 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 what can I do now? Oh, please, somebody save my son. Like that, she was all this thing. Then he said, Amma, I can get rid of the crocodile if you agree. Okay, if you agree that I can take sannyasa. What happens is when one takes sannyasa, this birth is done. Okay, the sannyasa birth will be considered as the second birth. Are you understanding? Got it? The sannyasa birth will be considered as a second birth. Then I will live like that, is old, and she immediately agreed. So immediately like that, he said, okay, now I am taking sannyasa like that, and then like that he took a Apad Dharma sannyasa. Immediately he took that. And then she was very, very unhappy. Because he is going to go. Then he said, Amma, don't worry. I'm going to come back whenever you need me. Generally, people who take monkhood, they will never come back to the parents. But mother is that kind of position. Even sannyasas also, they have to respect. They have to give, they have to fulfill their mother's wish. So you have to respect your mother all the time. Okay, so he respected her wish and he came back. But now let us go. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? Am I being clear? Guys, you have to answer me. Otherwise, I'm like,
Yes, auntie, you are.
yes. Thank you, Kanna. Now, what happened? One day, his mother was going, and the miracles he performed are like amazing. This is one Kanakadhara Stotra is one kind of miracle. And the other miracle is there is a river called Purna River which was flowing. His mother, she has a habit of going to that river, taking bath there and getting water from there, and then doing Abhishekam for Krishna Paramatma in her home. She has that habit. And this river is so far, and his mother she's very old, right? And one day she just fainted on the way. And then he felt really bad that his mother has to go that far, and she is not even letting him help because he is a small kid. And so he prayed for Lord Krishna, and he changed the course of the river. The entire Purna river, it changed the course and it started flowing from the back of their home. So his mother does not have to walk. So he performed that miracle also. Okay, and these all things before he was even 10 years old. Before that itself he performed. And when he became 8 years old, because once people take sannyasa, they should never travel by any kind of vehicle, they say. Okay, you can either go on a, what do you say, pallaki. Do you guys know pallaki? How do you say palanquin? Do you guys know? Like,
Yeah.
Is it like the chariot that like people?
Chariot is like, it should not be pulled by this thing. It should be taken by people. So it's known as palanquin. Yeah, it's known as palanquin. And but one can only travel. Ma?
దేవుని ఊరేగిస్తారు కదా వీళ్ళు
Yeah,
ఎవరైనా
one can only travel like that, and one cannot take any vehicle, train, bus, car, this sort of things and all. And during that time also, there was not much of conveyance also. So he used to walk by foot from this southmost part of the country, from Bharat to the northernmost part, like that. He traveled. He wanted to take sannyasa in a traditional way. In a traditional way, because he took like that, like, okay, crocodile came, come on, come on, come on, like that. He did pretended, and he somehow tricked his mother. But now he had to take it in a traditional way in order to re-establish the dharma. Not establish, re-establish. Dharma is always there. There is no birth and there is no death for it. He had to revive it, sort of. So in order to perform that, he was trying to go to Himalayas, because they knew that in the Himalayas, he knew that his guru is there. His guru's name is Govinda Bhagavat Pada. Say that. He has an amazing story. Amazing stories. These are all very, very, what do you say, exciting stories, actually. Anyway, this Govinda Bhagavad Pada, he knew that Lord Shankara, Adi Shankaracharya is coming. Then he said, okay, you know what? Oh, that little boy, I don't want him to walk all the way to the Himalayas. So he came down to the Narmada River. Okay, that is in the halfway of the Bharat. Okay, he came near there, and there in Omkareshwar, there itself, he stayed in a cave there. And this little boy, Shankara, went there. And he said, oh, I came here seeking to take sannyasa in a traditional way. And he said, who are you? That's what he asked. And he said, who are you? And you know, our little Shankaracharya, Shankara, this time Shankara only, he told something called Nirvana Shatkam. They say, sometimes some people say it is 6 verses, but some people say it is Dasha Shloki. That means 10 verses are there. Shivoham, Shivoham. That means I am nothing but Shiva, Shiva. Shiva meaning like I am that kind of Mangala Swarupa. And he told him that he is already the realized one. He knows he is the Parabrahma. Like that, he told with those 10 verses or 6 verses, whatever that is. But the verses go is, they have a Makutam called as Shivoham, 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 like that. The last one will be. And from that age to from that time, he took the thing, and then he started going around and establishing. He used to have debates everywhere, and there were a lot of people who did not have the understanding of our dharma, Vaidika Dharma. So they, Buddhists and all, they used to consider it as a Shunyavada. Shunyavada means the Parabrahma. We consider that there is a Paramatma, right? There is some big Paramatma is there, from from whom the creation and all came, like that. But the Buddhists think that Paramatma is void. There is nothing there. That's what they think. That is the only thing that is different from the Hinduism or that thinking. And at that time, there was no Hinduism. That name is not there. Whatever we call right now as a Hinduism, that was not there. It's always Sanathana Dharma or Vaidika Dharma. We call that because it is told by Vedas, Vaidika Dharma, we say. Okay. And from 16 to 32 years, he went around every place that he can, and he had debates with all kinds of religious scholars, intellectuals, everybody, and he made sure that their process of way of thinking is wrong. Okay, their way of thinking is wrong, and he told them what is the right way to think, and he re-established the dharma, and he told all that. He even went to Badari, and he met sage Vyasa there in a guha, in a cave. He met sage Vyasa there, in person. He went and met him there. Okay, I want you to know all of this, but I could not get all of them in one slide. But okay, and then not only that, he re-established it. Again, every time I'm telling you, remember, he is not the one who established it. He re-established the Advaita Siddhanta. Re means it's already there. Okay, many people think that Advaita Siddhanta is established by Shankaracharya. No, that's not true. Advaita Siddhanta. What is Advaita Siddhanta? I will tell you. Dvaita means two. Dvaita means what?
Two.
Two. That means I am there and Paramatma is there. I am there and Paramatma is also there. That means I am separate and Paramatma is separate. That is known as Dvaita Siddhanta. Okay? Siddhanta meaning principle. Okay? Theory. You can say theory. Okay? Dvaita theory. Not Dvaita Siddhanta. So I am separate and Paramatma is separate. That is known as Dvaita. But are we really separate? Not, right? There is no two, there is only one. There is only one. That is the Advaita. Advaita meaning opposite of Dvaita. Okay? So there is no two, there is only one. So that is the Siddhanta. He re-established and he made sure everybody understood it. And he had, oh my God, every day maybe some tens of debates and long debates with people. And he is a great scholar. He's a great intellectual. And if you look at the Kanakadhara Stotram, the way all those terms and all they come, they are beautifully composed, beautifully composed. Excellent composer. I'm like, every time any of you listen to Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate? That one is actually composed by him. There are several verses which now I'm going to tell you what are all he composed. And he lived only for 32 years. From 16 to 32, his job is to go around, argue, make sure they are, tell them that they are wrong, and re-establish our Dharma. Everywhere he goes around, he will get he will make sure he will win over them. Because
they know they're wrong.
Because, if they know they are wrong, they will agree with him. That's a different
What
thing.
if they say?
But at that time, they were not agreeing with him. They were having debates. They were actually arguing with him all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes.
What if they know that they are wrong, but they're saying that he is wrong?
Yeah, that also happened. There was somebody called Mandana Mishra. Say that? Mandana Mishra. And this Mandana Mishra is none other than, they say that he is none other than the incarnation of Brahma, Lord Brahma. Okay. Brahma himself took the incarnation of Mandana Mishra. That's what they say. And his wife, okay, she was the one who who was judging their argument when they were having debate. Okay, somebody has to be there to judge it, right? And she was the judge at that time. And he got Mandana Mishra, who is the staunch, all this kind of Dvaita Siddhanta, these kind of supporters, and he got him also to agree, and he changed him also. He gave him also sannyasa. Okay, that is one thing he did. And then he established excellent pithas called, okay, oh, I did not mention them here. Okay. He established in 4 directions, he established 4 pithas. Okay, they are here. Okay, Jagannath Puri. In the east, Puri Jagannath Puri, where in Orissa. Okay, and in north, in Badari, okay, he established one pitha. In south, in Kanchi, and in west, in Dwarka. And in there is a central one that is known as a Sringeri Pitha. Okay, the Sringeri Pitha is like this is the Sharada Pitha. You know why he established there? Everybody is familiar with Rishyasringa. Rishyasringa from like we came across him in Ramayana. Okay, in Balakanda. He is the one. He actually, this Rishyasringa, he did his tapas there, and when Adi Shankaracharya was going around thinking that which place do I have to establish, where should I establish a pitha here, like that, then there was a place where a snake and I think fungus or some other animal which is actually a natural born enemy of the snake, both were very friendly during the time of Adi Shankaracharya. He saw them at that place. Those 2 animals who are like very I mean mortal enemies, that kind of animals. Okay, but
Then
they
they
were
aren't mortal enemies.
yeah, but they were friendly generally. I mean generally, but where rishis and where that kind of tapas shakti is there, that kind of ascetic power is there, in those places everybody will be friendly. So he saw that place, and in that place he established the Sringeri Pitha. And everywhere he went around in all directions. Some of you might have gone to, I will tell you the story of Akhilandeshwari. Anybody, I know Bindu went. Akhilandeshwari.
Auntie, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember going there with Amma.
Not you, I know Amma went. Okay. Okay, look at this
Oh, so
picture.
this was like before I existed.
No, when you existed only.
Wait, then when would she go to India without me?
I don't know. Jambukeshwaram. This is in Jambukeshwara. You know?
Oh, yeah. Then I know that. Then I know that.
Now you
Actually.
remember. Okay.
I was there.
Look at this. This is Amma Akhilandeshwari. Okay. Look at this Tatankas, guys. Okay. This Tatankas meaning earrings. Okay. Okay. Once what happened? These Tatankas were not there at that time, and this Akhilandeshwari, she was so like whoever goes in front of her, they could feel the fire. She was so angry. She was so angry and all. And everybody in that village, they asked Adi Shankaracharya to come to their place. And Adi Shankaracharya went and he saw, and immediately as he saw, he could actually see the deity. I mean, not the idol like that, but he can talk to the deity there. And he looked at her and he immediately knew that she is in the kind of that energy she has is so much more. Okay, it's so much more, and that energy needs to come down and she has to become a little peaceful. And because of that, they established a small statue of Ganesha in front of her. Because when you see your son, you know your anger goes away, right? So they established a small statue of Ganesha in front of her, and and then he got her all the energy and he incorporated in that Sri Chakra in there and he kept that as Tatankas. They say that whoever, all the ladies and all, who can have this darshana of this Tatankas, okay, they will have the Dirghas Omangalyat. Okay, like that. They say. So that's why you have to worship her Akhilandeshwari and all. Okay, like this. This is one thing he did. And in Kanchipura, he established a Sri Chakra in front of the deity like that. And in Kanchi Kamakoti Pitadipati, and whoever comes as this thing and all, that's what there are so many things that he did in such a short lifetime of 16 years period. Because he lived for 32 years. He lived for 32 years. 16 to 32 years, he was only arguing and trying to get all of these things. And then
It's Shiva. Why can't he make them think that?
he can. But at that time in Kali Yuga, even if it is Shiva, what happens is Shiva should not just do it like that. You have to pay. There will be some Yuga Dharmas that everybody has to obey. Like Lord Krishna, he obeyed the Yuga Dharma. He can live for as long as he wants, but he obeyed the Yuga Dharma and he lived only for 125 years, like that. Okay, and obviously, you guys know his guru is Govinda Bhagavad Pada, and now he had 4 primary and direct disciples. Okay, everybody, these gurus, they have some disciples who are always constantly following them, and they are very, very important people. Okay, and they are Sureshwara, Padmapada, Totaka. Say that Sureshwara, Padmapada, Totaka, Hastamalaka. You guys remember? We learned Totakashtakam. Do you remember? Very good. Totakashtakam. We will chant it one time again later. Okay, so Sureshwara, Padmapada, Totaka, and Hastamalaka. Among them, Padmapada is very like even Adi Shankaracharya, when he used to walk on water, Padmas used to come up. Padmas meaning lotuses. They used to come up. He could just like that walk on water. All these kind of siddhis, they come to him very naturally. Okay, not only this, the most not among the other important things he did, he established Shanmata. Shanmata meaning 6 religions. Okay, Shanmata means 6 religions. What are 6 religions? We think that now anybody has any question? No question?
I'm waiting for you to talk about the 6 religions thing.
Okay.
Because now you have me confused.
Okay, 6 religions. We come across all these, so many religions that we come across in our this thing, right? For us, the 6 religions are actually this. Okay, Shaiva, Vaishnava, Shakteya, Ganapatya, Saura, Skanda. Okay.
Those are all the same.
These are no, they are not. Shaiva means those people, okay, who worship, they are in the Sanatana Dharma only. Okay, but they worship Shiva as the ultimate God. For them, Shiva is the ultimate. In everything they see as the form of Shiva. And whereas Vaishnava,
So technically applying your logic in this, they're all the same.
They are all the same. Yes. Vaishnava, because everybody has different tastes, right? They are all the same God. But we all like different. Some people like pasta, some people like pizza, some people like pappu, some people like pachadi, all these kind of things, right? Like that. Everybody based on their own preference. Okay. Amma, based on their own preference. Okay, they will like. So Vaishnava. So Vaishnava means they see everything in the form of Vishnu. Okay. And then Shakteya. Shakteya means they see everything in the form of Shakti. Shakti meaning Amavaru. Amavaru meaning Lalitamba or Durga Amma, whatever you say, like that kind of Amma. They will Lalitamba. That is how they look. You will come across these people, guys. Shaiva, Vaishnava, Shakteya, Ganapati. Ganapatya meaning, Ganapatya people, you will find them lot more in Maharashtra, this kind of areas. Okay, you will see Ganesha like anything there. Like there are so many, 8 kind of Ganeshas, 32 kind of Ganeshas, 56 kinds of Ganeshas. We will talk about that. Okay, we will talk about that. Okay, Ganapatya. Ganapatya meaning all these people worship that everything is Ganapati. Everything is Ganesha, like that. And Saura. These people, they worship like everything is Surya Bhagavan. Everything is Surya Mandal. Everything comes from the Surya, like that. And then last and final one and most important one, Skanda. Skanda. Skanda meaning, Skanda is who? Skanda is Murugan. Murugan or Subramanya. They say Subramanya Swami as the everything, like that. These are the different ways you can achieve the Paramatma, and that's how he established. Okay, you can worship either all the Paramatma as Shiva or Vaishnava. But then what happened? That is why when people are talking about him, they say Shanmata Sthapanacharya. He is the one who established. This is not re-establishment. This is the establishment. Okay, you have to understand that. Shanmata Sthapanacharya. So he is the one who established the 6 ways of religions. But then, unfortunately, later what happened? Many people in Tamil Nadu, many people in these people and all, they said, "Oh, I am Shaiva, I am great. Vaishnava is less." And they started even manipulating the Puranas, even manipulating
How do you
where
manage?
because
Vedas.
in those days, what they used to do, they used to write by thing, but there is no, and they when they are carrying stuff and all, some people who liked Vishnu more, you know what they did? Wherever Vishnu's importance is more, they tried to reduce it and they manipulated the Puranas. That is why you come across.
Vishnu try to reduce the importance of Vishnu.
And then what happened? Correct, you are right. They did not know that. And because of that, even in Puranas, it is told that even Krishna and Shiva, when they are Shiva and all, when they are communicating to each other, when they are conversing with each other, they say, if anybody says that Shiva is less or Vishnu is more, or Vishnu is less, Shiva is more, or Shakti is more, or Ganapati is more, or like they think that it is like that. If they see any difference in them, they are going to go to Naraka. It is told by Paramatma himself. Okay, it is told by Paramatma itself that uh, whoever sees that this is more, this is less, there is no more or less, everything is same. It is just that somebody likes something, they pick up that, because like if you see, their family deity is who? Sri Krishna, right? But they went and slept in Shiva temple. They did not see the difference. They were all same for him. They were all same. There is no two. There is only one Advaita Siddhanta. This is something people did not understand. And they tried to uh, establish. And he even knew Adi Shankaracharya even knew lot of yogic prakriyas like Parakaya Pravesha, like you can enter into others' body, and if you drink water, others' quest can be it can get trenched and all these kind of things and all. He knew all these kind of yogic karmas. He knew it by very easily. Any questions so far? I'm only talking. Nobody, I don't know. You guys are understanding what I'm telling? Understanding? Not understanding?
నాకు అర్థమవుతుంది
Idros, pillalu, ray. You guys are understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just a lot, but yeah.
But yeah, but that's what it's a lot. It's you can talk how long ever about him, but nobody tells much about him. That is why I want everybody to know. And besides doing all these things, he did He actually wrote Bhashya Granthas. Bhashya meaning there are already something that is existing, like Vedas, something that is existing, all the Puranas and all. For them, if you were writing a dictionary sort of thing to make you understand, right? You see a verse, and if I am trying to convey the meaning of it in a way that you can understand. So he wrote all of that for these things. For what? Brahma Sutras, he wrote Bhashyam. Bhashyam meaning he wrote the meaning of it in a very detailed way. In a very detailed way. Like when I told you guys Bhagavad Gita and all before, okay, I got all the Bhagavad from his from Adi Shankaracharya Bhashyam only. I got the meanings and I told you guys when I told you. Okay, and Ishavasya Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, just listening to these names itself will remove the sins, guys. Okay, even that is also a great thing. Okay, Prashna Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, okay, Mandukya Karika, Aitareya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad. Okay, in the Taittiriya Upanishad, you will come across Bhrigu Siksha all these kind of things. And Chandogya Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Sri Nrsimha Tapaniya Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama, Sanat Sujatiyam. Okay, Sanat Sujatiyam is in the, I think it is in the Mahabharata. Lalita Trishati and Hastamalakiyam. Lalita Trishati, you know what happened? Okay, he wanted to write, he wanted, so look, who can humanly, is it possible to write this much Bhashya humanly?
Technically, yes.
For him, he is not. No, technically, yes, Anvaka. Don't say technically.
Yeah.
No, he did by himself. Okay. And I mean, he was telling his Shishyas wrote it maybe. Then what happened? He wanted to write a Bhashya for the Lalita Sahasranama also. And so he went to, before writing anything, he will go and seek permission from that, whoever Bhagavan is. From that form of deity, he will seek permission. Without seeking permission, you cannot write. So he sought permission. And then Lalitamma said, she was quiet. She did not say anything to him. And he was like, why is she not telling me anything? And then again he asked, and again she said, no, she did not give it to him. And then suddenly she gave him something. And so he said, oh, he thought it's Lalita Dharma. When he looked at it, it is Lalita Trishati. That means 300 names of Lalitamma. That's a different one. Okay, that is a different one. And he wrote for that he wrote the Bhashyam. And that's why he was not given permission to write that one. And then this Hastamalakiyam is something, if you remember, when I told the 4 disciples he had, Hastamalaka is one of the one. You see that? Hastamalaka. And he wrote a book, he wrote something, and for that book, for his disciples' book, the Guru wrote the Bhashya. See how great it is? For the disciples' book, the Guru wrote the Bhashyam. Guru wrote the meaning of that thing. So that is the kind of, like, he never had the ego, or these kind of things are not there for him. He is the Bhagavan himself, like that. And then come the Prakarana Granthas. Prakarana Granthas meaning, what do you say? Where the Brahma Vidya is told. These things are composed by him. These are all composed by him. Okay. And let us just look at the names. Come here. Come here right now. Viveka Chudamani. Repeat after me, please. Viveka Chudamani.
Viveka Chodamani.
Aparokshanubhuti.
Aparokshanubhuti.
This one is amazing, guys. Aparokshanubhuti. My. It takes you someplace else. And Upadesha Sahasri.
Upadesha Sahasri.
Vakya Vritti. Okay. Swatma Nirupanam. Swatma Nirupanam. Atma Bodha.
Atma Bodham.
Sarva Vedanta Sara Sangraha. Sarva Vedanta Sara Sangraha. Prabodha Sudhakaram. Swatma Prakashika. Prakashika. Advaita Anubhuti. Brahma Anuchintanam. Prashnottara Ratnamalika. I am pretty sure adults are familiar with this because we did this before. Prashnottara Ratnamalika. It has beautiful questions and answers with which Brahma Vidya is told, like that. And Sadachara Anusandhanam. Yaga Taravali. Anatmasri Vigarhanam. Swarupa Anusandhanam. Panchikaranam. Tattvabodha. Praudha Anubhuti. Brahma Jnanavali. Laghu Vakya Vritti. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, that one. And Prapancha Saram.
Saram.
And these are the Prakarana Granthas he wrote. Okay, and these are very, 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 very like lot of depth in them, in each and every one of one. All of the things have the same meaning, but which connects to whom, nobody knows. That is the reason why he wrote so many, and based on the context. When he wrote Bhaja Govindam, you know what was happening? Every there was a context for everything. I don't know for all of them, but for Bhaja Govindam I know, so I will tell you. He was going around with his disciples in Kashi. Everybody knows Kashi, right? Kashi, Varanasi, where Lord Visveshwara is there. Okay, when he was going around in that place, you know what happened? There was a great scholar, intellectual scholar, who was teaching his um, disciples about the Vyakaranam. Vyakaranam meaning grammar. Okay,
Thank you.
and he was telling Ruluk, Ayun, Ruluk. Okay, like that. This he was telling his Maheshwara Sutrani. I will tell you what are Maheshwara. I told you already, if you remember, but again I can tell you later. Okay, he was trying to tell them grammar to his shishyas. But this man, Adi Shankaracharya, looked at him. And he looked at him and he knew that he is focusing on the stuff that is not important in life. What is important in life? You have to achieve the Parabrahman. That is the main thing. If you are losing the important part and if you are trying to only focus on materialistic things, then when are you ever going? You can learn grammar. There is nothing wrong. But grammar is not the only thing. Okay, that's what he wanted to tell, that only materialistic studies is not the only thing. That is when he said, Bhaja Govindam. And then say, you do the bhajan for Govinda. Okay, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudvate. Samsare, Sannihita Sare. And like that, it will come. Dukrun Karati Karane, like that. And you are only focusing on this grammar and all. But whereas the important thing is the Govinda. You have to think of the Govinda all the time, like that. He gave that thing came out like that. Okay. So for everything, like we talked about how Kanakadhara Stotram came, we talked about how Bhaja Govindam came, we talked about how Nirvana Shatkam or Dasashloki came, and we will go. Okay, we have a lot of time passed, right? Okay, we'll go through the other things tomorrow. Okay, is that okay?
Okay.
Tomorrow same time, ma? What do you guys want?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That works? With that is okay? Okay.
Or
Okay, then. Okay, before going, let us do again the Sri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Sri Pada Narasimha Saraswati Sri Guru Dattatreya Namaha. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. Namaskaram, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you understood.
Bye.